All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops that labored and taught us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word, truth, sincerity, and indeed. All right, you broke about the Zah.
The brother y'all Maya.
All right, I'm here with the Mighty Murph, and we just finna give y'all a quick lesson on the brick gate. You know what I mean? That nigga woman getting judged with that brick. You know, and I'm gonna do a follow-up to this, man, because, you know, y'all gotta see it. I gotta get the visuals for it. But yeah, man, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it was a lot of dudes. You know, because they not men. You know, it was a lot of dudes. And they was mad about that. You know, and they was in that black queen, protect the mother spirit, where the scriptures clearly tell you, know to whom thou doest good to. First of all, that woman was just doing something that was worthy of that. And in the ancient world, listen, man, it wasn't none of that. That spirit wasn't out, all right? I'm not telling you to go around here beating up no woman like no he-man woman hater. It's not even lucrative to do in this society because of how Esau set him up. But that man wasn't wrong with that, all right? Hey, the scriptures go into Ezekiel, go into judgment. When you go into Ezekiel, what's that, 9 and 4? 9 and 4. I got it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel 9 and 4. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abomination that be done in the midst thereof.
And that's a mark of exemption to keep you from this judgment that's going to come. So those are the men he care about.
And to the others, he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children.
Wait a minute, a maid is a woman.
Mm-hmm.
He said a little Ray, the little kids.
Yep. It says, and women.
Whoa, and women.
But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and that's that mark of exemption, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house.
So there you go. Judgment. And I got another one just to back this account up. And this goes into, when you go into it, and it's a good read, you should read it. It's 2 Kings, this 11th chapter, going into the history. All right. And I think this was when King Josiah was set up. But yeah, it was a so-called black woman, more than likely. No, it was Joash. But nevertheless, it definitely was a wicked-ass woman. And the priest dealt with this lady in the matter. But I'm going to read the account, and I'm going to just get it right now. This is 2 Kings 11, and I'm going to start at 11. It said, and the guard stood, every man with his weapons in his hand, round about the king, because they were saving the king. It said, from the right corner of the temple to the left corner of the temple, along by the altar and the temple. And he brought forth the king's son and put a crown on him and gave him the testimony, and they made him king and anointed him. And they clapped their hands and said, God save the king. Because she was getting all the other king's sons put to death, to my knowledge, when you go into it. But it says, when Athaliah heard the noise, verse 13, it says, when Athaliah heard the noise of the guard of the people, she came to the people into the temple of Yahweh. And when she looked, the king stood by a pillar, as the manner was. The princes and the trumpeters. And when she looked, behold, the king stood by a pillar, as the manner was, and the princes and the trumpeters by the king, and all the people rejoiced and blew trumpets. And Athaliah rent her clothes, crying, treason, treason. Now here it is, this bitch tried to set up herself as the king, and she's as a queen in Israel, which is no such thing. And when you look up to the word queen, the so-called black woman does fit the definition of it and the etymology of it to this day. All right, but when she tried to do that, she cried, treason, treason. It said, then Jedediah the priest commanded the captains of the hundreds. So these were men of the Lord, men in the army. All right, officers, men under order. It said the officers of the host, and said unto them, these are real men. It says, have her forth without the ranges, and him that followed her killed with the sword. For the priest had said, let her not be slain in the house of Yahweh. So they wouldn't have did it in order. They said, no, don't let her get killed right here. They said, and they laid hands on her. Wait a minute. Craig didn't jump out the fucking bushes screaming, Debo, this is a female.
That's a female.
You know?
Yeah.
And when she went by the way, which the horses came into the king's house, and there she was slain. So they put her to death. They put her to death right there, and it wasn't shit nobody had to say about it. All right? Yeah, man. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Well, go ahead, brother.
That bitch was wicked.
She was wicked as hell. And that's what you women do today. Try to usurp the scripture, say that a woman is not to teach nor usurp authority over a man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you do. You get these weak-ass jobs and think you big shit. Hey, that's why the scriptures say the vintage is going to be bought low. That's coming up. The famine coming up. You women are through.
Facts. And the shit about to get shut down again, and you bitches going to be destitute again. But this is the book of Micah, chapter 7. I'm going to start at 8. Because that's what these bitches do, especially the men of the Lord. It said, rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, Yahweh shall be a light unto me. So just because, you know, they done seen men of the Lord be broke, go through hard times, they feel like they got the ups on you or something, man. And that ain't even just men of the Lord. That's niggas, period, man.
Yep.
All right? Hey, man, as soon as you can stick by this bitch's side through thick and thin, you know. But as soon as she up and you down, oh, she gonna let you know it, man. All right? But not knowing that, hey, look, it's a part 2 to this shit. All right? It says, verse 9, I will bear the indignation of Yahweh because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness, right? So that's called integrity. All right? That's called being a fucking man. All right? You're going to take whatever you got to take. You're going to go through it to get to it, because at the end of the day, we all deserve whatever we get. We really deserve death. The scriptures say he punishes us less than what our iniquities deserve.
That's right.
You know, but hey, these damn women, they'll never understand that. Verse 10, then she that is mine enemy shall see it. Now this is what she is going to understand. And shame shall cover her, which said to me, where is Yahweh thy power? My eyes shall behold her, right? Because hey, as soon as shit get real, hey, where that God, what good that Bible doing you? All right? They gonna be saying that. Where's your how about Shimi Shai?
Well, a lot of dudes fall out because of the influence of the women that's in their life.
That's right.
Hey, look, leave them with bitches. You ain't gotta tell a bitch about none of this. Get the white woman. Get the Asian woman.
That's right.
And I'm speaking from experience because I got them both.
That's right.
As we speak, get the Mexicans.
That's right.
At least they'll stay out your fucking business. At least if you're a black Jake.
Right.
And any of you Jakes, you Latin Jakes, you get the white woman, man.
That's right.
Get the Asians. Get the Arabians, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is our time. We the gods of the earth. Look, especially you Southern Kingdom Jakes, because you got this shit bad. Really? Every woman on the planet wants you. Yep. No other man on the planet wants a black woman.
Nope.
Nobody desires a black woman, man. Read.
That's for real. It says, now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the streets. Man.
And this is physically happening already, because nobody's got, hey, with that nigga, with that bitch, you remember that movie Carrie? They're all gonna laugh at you.
Right. And that's what them niggas was doing, man. That's what them niggas was doing. They was laughing and shit. Man, y'all ain't gonna do nothing.
Y'all would have been like that nigga Nelson. Her.
Right. Big laughs, man. But hey, that's what you bitches got coming to, especially you nigga women here in America, man.
Hey, you seen that girl we did the lesson about chained up?
Yeah.
And that's in a green tree.
Come on now.
She just got unprotected in a green tree.
In a green tree in front of everybody. In front of the evidence right there. What happened, man? That nigga ain't go to jail. Because hey, you bitches rightfully deserve the harsh judgment and rebuke you got coming to you, man. All of you. So, you good?
Yeah, bro.
With that, hope this was edifying. Catch y'all for part 2. Shalom.
Shalom.